Hi everyone, my name is Fábio, and today I have the pleasure of speaking with Lucas Bun, one of the talented artists competing in Benidorm Fest 2025, Spain's national selection for the Eurovision Song Contest 2025. Hi Lucas, thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. How are you doing?
Hi, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. I'm good. I'm excited about all this process of Benidorm and all the everything that's around all this Eurovision contest that I never imagined it would be so big. And
And crazy.
yeah. But very happy to be in it and let's see what happens.
How are you feeling as we get closer to Benidorm Fest?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm preparing vocally. That's
Mhm.
my biggest and most important task, since my song is basically and my performance will be focused uh, on my voice and basically delivering a good vocal performance. That will be the most important thing. So,
Obviously. Today we'll explore your Benidorm Fest journey, the story behind your song. But let's start with some icebreaker games. Okay, the
all
first
right.
one is called This or That. I'll give you two options and you pick the one you prefer.
Okay.
So the first one, cheese or chocolate?
Cheese.
Oh, no thinking.
Yeah.
Red wine or white wine?
White wine, but I don't like either.
Oh,
I don't like wine.
coffee, coffee or tea?
Tea.
Paella or patatas bravas?
Patatas bravas.
Summer or winter?
Summer, 200%.
Books or films?
Films.
Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Cats or dogs?
Oh, that's a hard one. Um, maybe cats, but I love both.
Sleeping late or sleeping early?
Sleeping late, I'd say.
It depends. And the last one, sweet or salty snacks?
Salty.
You're not a sweet tooth then.
No, no, not at all.
So 10 out of 10, you passed the test. Let's go to the second game. It's called Finish the Sentence. So I start a sentence and you have to finish it.
All right.
Okay, so the first one. The first song I ever loved was,
Mm, wow, that's a hard one. The first song I ever loved. Um,
there might be a few, right?
there's so many songs in my life that it's hard to decide, but I'd say one of Armando Manzanero that's called Aquel Señor.
Aquel Señor. I will look for it. Aquel Señor.
Beautiful song. Yeah.
Okay. I will definitely listen to it. If I weren't a musician, I would probably be,
A jeweler.
okay?
I love jewelry. Yeah.
We can tell. We can tell.
It's
My biggest musical inspiration is.
a hard one too because I don't have like one reference,
Just
I
one.
have so many. Um I don't know. Freddie Mercury was a great inspiration for
Oh,
me.
amazing.
Yeah.
King, King
King
of the
King.
Kings.
Oh, yeah.
Before a big performance, I always,
Have a shot of vodka.
always,
Yeah, I tried to.
yes. And the last one, the craziest thing that ever happened to me on stage was,
Mm, my mic stopping in the middle of the song.
okay, that shows that you sing live. So
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you so much. You passed the test as well. So, can you tell us a bit more about your journey into the music world? How did it all happen to you?
Yeah, I started playing piano as a kid. So since my grandmother, um, she was a pianist, and I got very inspired watching her play. And at some point, she gave as a present to my mother one of the one of her pianos because she bought a new one and she gave her old piano to my mom, and my mom put it in my room. So I had this piano in my room and I like to play it. My mom got a teacher for me, and at some point, um, yeah, I always had this like interest, for music, and I think piano played a role in my life as a as wanting to pursuing this career because since I was a little kid, I already started playing songs, and when I had my spare time, I sit on the piano and played some songs.
Yeah.
But at some point in my life, I started doing horse riding, and the piano got stopped for a while.
Mhm.
And when I was 18, I decided that I wanted to do music because when you have to decide what am I gonna do after school, blah blah. But
Not
I
easy.
was yeah, but I was very sure that I wanted to do music. So when I finished like high school, I started studying music, and yeah, and that's pretty much it. I knew for sure that I wanted to do that, and that's what I did.
Yeah. What inspired you to start making music? What inspired you to write music?
Mm. I mean, it was pretty hard for me to start my personal project, and my own songs, and really knowing like where to, which direction to go because since I said I've sung so many musical genres, and I am very much I have a pretty much versatile a
Mhm.
big spectrum of I can sing a lot of stuff. I like a lot of stuff, and during my musical journey as a student, and I had the opportunity to sing a lot of
Genres.
different genres, and yeah, and it was difficult for me to decide like really which path I was going to take, musically. But when I finished Berkeley, I started to write my own songs and started to. I used to sing in English, you
Oh.
know. I used to sing in English when I started. I
Do you,
had a
do you
rock
prefer English or Spanish
I
to
prefer
express
Spanish
your?
now.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I prefer Spanish. I had a rock band. We did English songs, and I used to sing in English, and I was very for a long time. I was very like I didn't want to sing in Spanish. I didn't want,
Why?
you know. I don't know. I didn't want to.
Hmm.
But yeah, there was a time that at the end of I think it was at the end of Berkeley, I started to listen to a lot of Spanish music again, Luis Miguel, and and all these big voices, in Latin America. And I started writing in Spanish, and I think it got me somehow like I knew that it was somewhat easier for me if I would do a Spanish project being from Spain
Hmm.
rather than trying to go for the English market, that it's much, much complicated if you're from Spain.
Obviously. Yeah.
I mean,
And
it's hard in any way, but
obviously, yeah. And nowadays, what's your inspiration to write music?
I mean, I get inspired by emotions and by universal emotions, I just when I write, I really don't think much, I have
Mhm.
like this I go to the studio and just feel and start getting into a vibe
Yeah.
and just write out of out of an emotion of how I'm feeling or but I'm not I don't have like oh this is my inspiration. No, I just vibe and go ahead and write sometimes without even knowing what I'm going to write about, you know.
You just go with the flow.
I just figure it out along the way, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And now, what made you decide to take part in Benidorm Fest 2025?
Well, I think it's a um, big stage, you know, to go ahead and make yourself out and make people know you.
Mhm.
Um, so I've been watching the show like for several years now, I'm not a big fan of of talent shows, but
Mhm.
I think Benidorm Fest is not even a talent show. You know, it's more of a competition, 2 day competition that and it has a big story in Spain. You know, this festival. Julio Iglesias went to this festival. You know,
Yeah,
back in 1960s. You know, it has a big history and and big artists that came out from there. So I thought let's try it. You know, it's gonna be good for you in any case.
yeah.
So
And can open a big door to Eurovision.
yeah, right. And then if you go to Eurovision, of course, I mean, the other day I read that like 200 million viewers in Eurovision or something like that, something crazy.
Crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's massive.
It's massive. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a huge stage, and
Do you think about Eurovision? Like to win Benidorm and represent Spain in Eurovision?
yeah, yeah, I do. I would love to. I would love to. I love big stages. I love that. I love the emotion. I love the intensity, and I would love to. I would love to.
What's your favorite Eurovision song from Spain?
Um, Eurovision song from Spain.
Or a performance?
I mean, since I like a lot, I mean, I love flamenco very much. So I get Blanca Paloma, even though she didn't do too well in Eurovision, I really like her song and her performance.
Yeah.
Uh, I loved when Pastora Soler went to.
Yeah.
Uh, I love her song too. Yeah, so there's Chanel. I love Chanel too. I think
Yeah.
she did great,
She did.
even though it's not my type of music, but I think it
Yeah.
was a great song and a great performance.
Do you know any Portuguese entries in Eurovision?
Well, I'm a big fan of Salvador Sobral.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, his song for Eurovision was like an inspiration for me to write the song that I did for Benidorm Fest. Amar pelos dois.
Are you planning to do something similar on stage, like something very simple?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, 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 yeah. It will be somewhat similar. Maybe it will have a more visually. It will be a little bit more. It will have more a visual, more. I don't know how to say it. There will be more visuals. You know, not
Mhm.
not not
Okay,
only
okay,
like this thing that he had like a cover.
okay.
It was like
So you're
it was
preparing
beautiful.
a bigger stage, a bigger staging.
No, I know. I don't think it will be bigger. It will be.
Okay.
I will have like more visuals
Okay.
going.
What message do you think and or hope listeners will take from your song?
Well, I don't think this song has a message. It's more of a emotional journey more
Mhm.
than a message, because the song in the end is a song talking about nostalgia and loss, with the hope of eternal connection. So it's not a message, but it's an emotional journey, you know. Um, the song is written. It's to my mother that passed away a year ago. So that's basically the inspiration around the whole song.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah, sometimes it's uh the best way to deal with some these issues. There's like
Yeah.
just write about and express what you
And
feel inside.
I think the best songs come out of pain and suffering too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much. So I would love to learn some Spanish expressions, sayings, if you'd like. Can you teach me a few?
Sayings. Uh, let me see. Um, okay, so I'll say one. Más vale tarde que nunca.
Oh, it's quite similar to Portuguese. Mas vale tarde que nunca.
Ah, it is?
In Portuguese, we say mais vale tarde que nunca.
Ah, because Spanish and Portuguese is so similar.
So similar, yeah. I really
It's
like
so
to say, like, it is what it is in Spanish, like, es lo que hay.
es lo que hay.
I like it.
I actually speak a little bit, well, not speak, but I can understand pretty much a lot. I used to live, let me see how to say it. Um, eu estava morando com brasileiros
Okay.
na Alemanha por muito tempo.
Okay. And
Not with
you,
Portuguese people, but with Brazilian guys.
yeah, that was good. That
And
was good.
so I can speak a little,
And you understand.
and probably I can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The same with
yeah,
me. When I go to Spain, I always understand like 90% of the things people say, you know. But for me to talk, it's a bit hard because I don't have the
yeah.
vocabulary, you know. I can't express myself. And good luck. Good luck, Lucas.
Buena suerte. Boa
Buena suerte.
sorte.
Boa sorte. Yeah, this is the same. Yeah. Lucas, thank you so much. What
Thank
message
you.
would you like to share with your fans, with Benidorm Fest fans, and with Eurovision fans?
I would say everyone just go ahead and vote with their hearts because the heart never I don't know how to say never fails or never yeah it never fails. And some if it fails, probably it's because it's looking for something else. So everyone just go with the heart always.
Great. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Lucas, thank you so
Thank you.
much. Good
Thank
luck
you. Thanks.
and talk to you soon,
Talk
hopefully.
to you.